My name is John Gottman. I'm the Executive Director of the Out West Art Show, and thank everyone for coming. We had the opportunity to reach out to a sponsor, Montana Federal, who was gracious enough to give us a hand bringing an amazing performance for you guys to enjoy today. I've had the pleasure of seeing him perform and watch all his videos online, and they're breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking. He has a message that we all need to be talking to each other about loving each other, responsibility, respect, something we sorely need right now. There's no one better to give us that message than our guest today. So without any further stall, I present Supaman, if you would.
How's everybody doing? Yeah! Are you happy? Yes! Turn to your neighbor, shake their hand, and say, I'm glad you're here. Turn to your other neighbor on the other side, give him a high five, and say, I'm glad you're alive. Yeah. So real quick, as indigenous people, as native people, anytime we come together like this, we always open up in a good way, and that is through prayer. So I'm going to go ahead and offer a prayer, and he's saying this prayer in the Salga language, so I appreciate the respect. Thank you. Apartia babich gajo malayla gosh, dice shahomo, babde chase to lesa chase, babde, wilik malaywa hamikarekta, or charges deep. Alichase ko batam rayala, ek pawachesh yaran, chijujerek, bashkula, na Great Falls Konamkosh. Hoho esse namaban, biligirilak, wawayi hadi, bihaki bigil. Akelelesh, dagulak, ishpabirulak, ishpabirulak, hoho esse, agilak baga, oshpawata, adinni kumamata, Pagayesala, Pagaylagos, All right. So you see this this carpet that you're sitting on. You pass that carpet, you get to the tile. You pass that tile, you get to maybe the foundation of this building, which is concrete. You pass that concrete, you get to the dirt, you get to the soil. And that is not ordinary soil, that is not ordinary dirt. That is the dust of the blood and the bones of indigenous people, of native people. This country called America was founded on the genocide of the indigenous people. And the policies were set up to eradicate these people, the native people. And even in the Declaration of Independence, it said, all men are created equal, except for these merciless Indian savages. So that is the relationship that America has with the First Nations people in this country. But it's 2019. We are moving forward in a good way. Do we have any indigenous, any native people here? Can any native people just stand to your feet? Do we have any natives here? Stand to your feet if you are natives. All right, okay. Stay standing, stay standing, stay standing. So you look around, you see my relatives here, from different tribes, different, people. And, they're, every breath that they take is in defiance and resilience, against the systems that wanted their people eradicated. So it's an honor and a privilege to be in their presence. Let's give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Have a seat. So, as you can see, I am dressed in a Native American regalia. This is called the men's fancy dance. It comes from Oklahoma. I'm from Montana. So it is an adopted style of powwow culture. Powwow culture is becoming a more universal kind of sub-native culture, A lot of people participate, they adopt different styles. And that's what I did. I started as a co-traditional hot dancer, and I moved to this style, which comes from Oklahoma. It comes from the horse dance or the crazy dance, I was told. Back in the day, there were some people some horses in the corral. These two Ponca brothers saw these horses in the crowd dancing. So they went in the crowd and they started dancing with those horses, kind of lifting their knees high, like the horses. And the women said, "Hey, what are you guys doing? What are you doing that crazy dance? We're doing that horse dance." So that is where this comes from. Another one is, another story comes from the Buffalo Bill Wild West Show. How many ever heard of the Buffalo Bill Wild West Show? Okay, so we had this show. Native people, we were in transition at that time, from living the way we were living to being forced into living in this society. So they killed off our food source, and so we had to use money and feed our families. So they had this show, and they had some natives on the show who would dance, kind of traditional style, maybe like this. And kind of basic, 1, 2, 1, 2 with the steps. They sang the more traditional songs, the slower songs, like that. Then they picked the dancers, put them on the show, And if you got on that show, hey, you got a little bit of money, you can feed your family, So they would dance hard to get on the show. Every once in a while, the dancers would go like this. Do a little fancy move, a little fancy turn. And they're like, "Hey, we'll take that guy, there's a show, there's some flash we need, we'll take that guy." They started picking the ones who were getting fancy and flashy to where it was harder, to pick the dancers. So finally they said, "You know what we should do? We should have the first men's fancy dance competition. We'll create this dance for the people, the spectators. Instead of just the one bustle on the bottom that traditional dancers use, put another one on top. Create the double bustle, make it fancy. Instead of just the slower songs, we'll have faster songs, Instead of just the basic traditional steps, He said, get fancy, Not that fancy. So they promoted this dance. A lot of people came out to the show. It was good medicine for the people, and the natives down there, they really enjoyed it. They enjoyed this dance, doing this dance for the people, and they kept it going to where now it's spread all through Native America, even into Canada, where now you see me and Upsaloga dancing this style, which comes from the Ponca, the Oklahoma people. So it is accepted, and it is a part of the powwow culture. But the values that come along with these dances are intact. When you see a native dressed like this, you don't say, "Hey, nice costume, bro." It's not a costume. A costume is something when somebody dresses up to be somebody else. This is a part of who I am. You see that beadwork there? You see that design, those colors, that is significant to the Upsaloga. My wife and my daughter, they spent their time and they put their good vibes and their good prayers into every stitch, so that no matter where I would go, I would always have something good to say to the people, and I would take them with me. As I'm standing here on the stage here, my family is with me. I wear my family wherever I go. And so those are just a little bit about this. The values that come along with the circle of powwow or dancing are intact. My grandpa, his name was Frank Textiga. He was the president of the Native American Church, peyote, if you know anything about those prayerful ways of NAC. He fought the Supreme Court and they won with some other great men, and so he was a great man. He taught me the values. He said, when you come out to the circle, he said, you don't just come out here to look all cool, try to win some money, because there's a lot of competitions nowadays. He said, no, that's not why we dance. We come out to the circle to dance for the people, the ones who are watching. Some of them, they can't dance, they're unable to come out to the circle, they might be in wheelchairs or whatever. You dance for them. Some of them may have lost a loved one, their hearts are heavy, you dance for them. Some of them may be sick in their bodies, they need a healing. He said, you dance for them. Make sure your heart's in a good place, because when you dance, the people can see your heart through your dance. And if it is in a good place, your spirit is uplifted and healing takes place amongst the people. If you have any ill feelings towards anybody, go make it right with them first before you come and dance for them. There we're back. Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing? So he said, make sure you have a good heart when you come and dance for the people. So I'm going to go ahead and display this dance called the Men's Fancy, which is the most contemporary style of powwow culture. And I want to dedicate this dance to all the missing and murdered indigenous women and people all over. And if you good people would help me honor them in a good way by just standing to your feet, if you are able, please stand to your feet. I appreciate that. And maybe as you're standing there, say a little prayer in your heart. Send some good vibes their way, for their safe return and the comfort of their families. Go ahead, have a seat. You see, to be a champion, fancy dancer, like me, you gotta be in the best shape. Turn to your neighbor, give him 3 compliments. Go. Don't lie either. Now, turn to your other neighbor on the other side. Give them 3 compliments. Go. Don't lie. Hopefully you ain't sitting next to your ex. So, I'd like to introduce myself in the Apsaloga language, which is an ancient language, hundreds, maybe thousands of years old, very valuable. So I say, Shoraje, Balaja, Agimachalahuk, the Ashichirik, Namaba, Ichish. I said, hello, my good relatives. My name is Christian Parrish, aka Supaman. I come from the Apsaloga nation, or the Crow nation is the mistranslation of our people. My Apsaloga name is Aweagimachala, which means good fortune on Mother Earth. My clan is the Yashichida, which is the Big Lodge clan. And so I want to make sure everybody is paying attention this afternoon, okay? Dun, 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 dun. If you're happy, you know what, clap your hand. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! Yeah, old school people help me there. Yeah. Nationwide is on your side. Yeah, you guys watch too much TV with me. Red Robin. Okay. Let's try it one more time. Dun, 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 dun. If you're happy, you know what, clap your hand. nationwide is on your side. Give yourselves a round of applause. You guys are with me. I like that. How about this one, then? Baby shark. Hey, yeah. Awesome. So as you can see, I'm a fancy dancer. I'm a flute player, you know. I'm a hip-hop artist, believe it or not. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I got 3 beautiful kids and 2 ugly ones. Yeah, I like to sing comedian, eh? So, I'm gonna go ahead and try some new jokes out on you guys. Is that okay? Yeah. Montana, Green Falls. All right, let's give it a shot. Right-legged horse seeks left-legged horse for a stable relationship. See what kind of crowd we got. You know, I saw a dragon the other day trying to blow his birthday candles out. Yeah, he was pissed. I mean, angry. You know, I was going to tell some jokes about pizza, but I thought they'd be too cheesy. I was right. Speaking of food, when it comes to fried bread, my auntie, she's like me. She needs the dough. Better watch out for people who avoid the sun. They're shady. It's my favorite. You know, I wonder if the guy who invented the word umbrella just called it brella, but he hesitated. Umbrella. Dun, 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 dun. If you're happy, get your number, clap your hands. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some authentic Native American music. Make some noise if you're having a good time so far. Let's try that one more time. Everybody put your hand up like this on the count of 3. Send me some good vibes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Anybody heard that song by chance? Ever heard that song? Yeah, okay. Everybody clap your hands. Right now, struggling feels like giving in right now. I pray for you, pray that you come back home, pray that you understand you're never alone. I pray for the single mothers and the deadbeat dads. You told the kids off, go on and get me mad. So I pray for peace, pray for change. Keep you on prayer and everything stays the same. And I pray in all the churches and those who cry like songs following hearses. I pray for you, pray for the sick and the poor, pray for the rich man and the gift to the Lord. And I pray for wisdom, and I pray for power, and I pray for be ready in the final hour. And I pray for those in the industry, and I pray for my friends and my enemies. Come on, clap your hands, everybody say, and everybody just clap your hands. Come on, just clap your hands, everybody say, and everybody just clap your hands. Yeah, let's break it down, come on, let's break it down. Look at your neighbor and say, that was alright. My cousin could rap better than him. Dun, 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 dun. If you happy and you know it's like that. So, how many leaders do we have here? Raise your hand if you're a leader. Do we have any leaders here? Any leaders here? 1, 2, 3. Hands down. Now, everybody raise your hand. There's my leaders right there. Every single one of you, man, you're a leader. Some of you are like, I ain't no leader, I'm just trying to live my life. But it's true. I mean, got little brothers, little sisters, kids, nieces, nephews, cousins. Hey, so check this out. These little ones, these young ones, they're watching you. And they're doing what you do. The way you walk, the way you talk. So, how you talk to elders, you show respect, they show respect. See you reading books, they read books. See you praying, they pray. Music you listen to, clothes you wear, movies you watch, you're leading them whether you take that seriously or not. So if you love them, you want to take them down a good path, set a good example. So check this out, I got a little nephew, little tiny guy. I kind of took him under my wing, because his dad's not here no more. And I always tell him, I say, hey nephew, you gotta be a warrior, man. He looks at me, he's like, what? So you gotta be a warrior, nephew, you know what that means? He looks at me like, so that means respect your elders, Respect yourself. Don't drink, don't do drugs, man. Pray, read books. You see somebody who needs help, nephew, you go over there, you start helping out. You don't ask if they need help, you just get in there automatically. Start helping out, man. Be a warrior. So he looks at me, he's like, okay, I'll go, yeah, I'll do it, man. So he's a good kid. He's always helping people out. Say we're at a gathering like this and all the seats are full, elder comes walking in, bam, I give up a seat, like, you can sit right here, and he'll stand. Or if there's a buffet line, everybody's standing in line getting a plate, and there's elders there, he'll go stand in line, get a plate, take it to all the elders. He won't let them stand in line. Warrior stuff. We should all be doing that kind of stuff every single day, automatically, Nobody should have to tell us. So check this out, me and my nephew. We go to a church service, got invited to a church service. So we go there, we're standing there, listening to music. This lady walks in late, Indian time. Hey, she comes in late like that, stands right in front of us. Now, you know, she was a bigger lady, wearing sweatsuit, t-shirt, looked like somebody's auntie. When she comes in, stands right in front of us. Now, we all have eyes, you can't help but notice things. You see me, I'm a fancy dancer, got this beautiful coat beadwork my wife did. Give her a round of applause. My baby, Can't help but notice it, it's just right there in front of you. So me and my nephew, we couldn't help but notice that this lady right in front of us, she had a wicked wedgie. Yeah. Oh, danger. Oh, uncle, look at, I said, yeah, I see it. No, shh, no, we're gonna pray. Shh. Don't worry about it, no. And I wasn't even thinking about it, but in his mind, he's like, I'm a warrior, gotta help people laugh. Kids are innocent, so he's standing there looking at it, and he's like, thinking about it, does look uncomfortable. I think it's the right thing to do. She pulls it out like that, man. She jumps up, she grabs a big old pipe, and what's wrong with it? We're in the house of the Lord. He's like, I'm sorry. I was trying to help you out. I thought you wanted that help. She turns around and so mad, like, Uncle, I want you to be weird, trying to help out. It's like, it's okay, think about people are gonna shh. It's not trying to help out. It's like, it's okay, think about it. We're gonna pray. Shh, it's okay, forget about it. So he's standing there and he's like, pushed it back in. So be a warrior. Watch your step, though. Kids are innocent. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, yo, I got the CD. I'm going to give it to somebody. I'm going to give it to the loudest person on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That guy in the back, yo. That guy in the back. Come up here, brother. Come on here. Give him a round of applause, man. Wow, man, you got some lungs on it, man. I like that. Yo, this CD is a good CD, man. It's called Illuminators. Won the Indigenous Music Award for Best Hip Hop, Best Producer, and it's up for this year for Best Video. So it's a good CD. Here you go. Give him a round of applause. Yeah, bro. Everybody. Yeah. Good hip hop. Awesome, man. Everybody put your hands up in the air like this. Put them down, put them up. Stop. Somebody say that's hip hop. Somebody say, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Say that's hip hop. That's hip hop. How many of you like country music? All right, let's test you out then. Oh my exit. Yeah, we in Montana. How about reggae music? Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Alright, got some people here, right? How about rock music? Yeah, thunder. How about all kinds of music? Who listens to all kinds of music? Man, there's my people right there. Hey, yo, don't limit yourself to one genre, man. Just, listen to everything. Look at your neighbor. Say, open your mind. Look at your other neighbor on the other side and say, open your heart. Open your heart. This is what we're going to do. All right. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do some hip-hop. If I see you doing hip-hop, hands in the air, with the repetition and everything, the little chants back, I'm going to throw this CD at your greasy face, okay? All right. Number two. Let's go number 2 over here. All right. Yeah. Here we go. And never bad, but let eat, but late, but look foggy. And that a web was a cat, chickatala, dagula, dagua, dashakala, diluk, dilat, ochakala, agi, bilakwaga, boshashaded, kosala, bohusala, agi, bilakwaga, ochakala, dilak, kowe sala, bilat, ajem, bapen, balaku,
بالأخبار أبصارك آقي بالأخبار بجوب جبتالا بليش بالله what's up God? Somebody make some noise in this place. Yeah. Who wants the CD? Who wants the CD? Put your hands in the air like this and rock with me. We're gonna rock out a little bit. Here we go. Yeah. Connected to its rich cultural. Ready? Wave at me like Lane Frost, alright? Put your hands up. Put your hands in the air like this. Let me hear you say yes, y'all. To the beat, y'all. Come on, put your hands in the air like this. Put your hands in the air like this. Let me hear you say yes, y'all. To the beat, y'all. With every breath I'm taking, I'm repping the reservation, demonstrating the revelation, praying and meditating. Blessings of restoration until the detonation and devastation. Until the heavens, my destination. I'm levitating till my head is aching. Till the death is safe. Until we see the mess we're making. It's a desecration. A nation with dedication with unity. Second generation from segregation and unity. Communities rise up, live what the takeover. Late soldiers, the young boys who say it's game over. Since my first conception, you can work the second, learn your lessons for the weapons. I work for heaven, the church is dressed in the cruelty. Never curse a weapon, the perfect guest is illuminated. I work for heaven, the church is dressed in the cruelty. Never curse a weapon, the perfect guest is illuminated. Put your hands in the air like this. Put your hands in the air like this. Let me hear you say yes, y'all. To the beat, y'all. Come on, put your hands in the air like this. Put your hands in the air like this. Let me hear you say yes, y'all. To the beat, y'all. Good job. Somebody make some noise in this place. Yo, I didn't even give the CD out. I'm just teasing everybody. Yo, who wants the CD real quick? Oh man, the whole Arsenio Hall on. That's cool right there. Look at this little guy right here, man. So loud Dun 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 dun. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Hey yo, so I love hip hop music. I love hip-hop music. How many of you like hip-hop music? Yeah. All right, cool. How many of you don't really care for it, but you're kind of like, oh, it's kind of interesting, right? All right, sweet. So I come from the Crow Reservation, Montana. You know, we have this thing called colonization, you know, where another people comes and kind of takes over another people and kind of forces them to live the way they are. And it has a devastating effect. That thing called colonization has a devastating effect on the people. And we saw the native people here, and they're still feeling those effects to this day. It's kind of like a bomb being dropped, and the shockwaves go out. We're still kind of feeling those effects today. So we see a lot of things. We look at the reservations. We hear about native people. You know, kind of see negative stuff. You know, the alcohol, drugs, things like that. We see, you know, the suicide rate is 3 times the national average. All these negative things. And we're like, yo, what's up with those people, man? They need to get it together. You know, what's up with those guys? Pull themselves up by the bootstraps just like everybody else. You know, we say that, but we don't understand of that effect, that devastating effect of what colonization does to our people. And so I encourage you, good people, you know, just open your heart a little more, open your mind a little more, love a little more, respect a little more. Somebody say respect. Respect. Honor. Honor. Kindness. Kindness. Love. Honor. Respect. Kindness. And love. So growing up in Crow Agency, my mom and dad were alcoholics. They partied all the time. They leave, you know, me and my brother for days at a time. They go drink, and we just be hungry in the house. You know, nothing to eat. We used to stash a commodity peanut butter in a cupboard when my cousins came across the street to play, because we didn't want them to eat that, because that was dinner, you know, for that night. So we hid it from them. When you live in that kind of environment, it's loud, people are fighting, going to jail, a lot of drama and chaos. Somebody say drama and chaos. We live in drama and chaos, and when you live in that environment, social services usually come over, take you out of the home, put you in something called foster care. Some of you know what that is. They put me and my brother in foster care, and they said, don't worry, your mom and dad will be back to pick you up. So I said, okay. So we stayed, we waited, hour goes by, 2 hours go by, whole day goes by, 2 days go by, whole week goes by, whole months go by, whole years go by. I started calling my foster mom, Mom. You know, I adapted to my situation. Didn't understand my parents would go jumping through the hoops, going to, treatment, court cases, stuff like that, trying to get healthy to come get us back. I didn't understand the system. Started calling her Mom. They finally got healthy, got sober, and they came to get us, and I didn't even want to go with them. I cried. So I don't want to go with you guys. I want to stay here. This is my mom now. This is my family, Cried. That broke my mom and dad's heart, broke my heart, broke everybody's hearts. Somebody say broken hearts. And I learned that's what addiction does. It breaks the hearts of the people that you love the most, But they took us, we went back to Crow, life was good, they were sober, they had jobs, lasted for about 3 months, back into that cycle. Sometimes when you get yourself into that cycle, it's hard to get yourself out of. I learned that alcohol and drugs, take you farther than you ever thought you'd go, make you do things you never thought you'd do, make you stay longer than you ever thought you'd stay, I learned that in my family, in my environment. And so I lived in that cycle till I was 10 years old. When I was 10 years old, my dad took off, February blizzard, got himself some bottle, went to Billings, which is an hour from our rest, ended up losing his life that night, passed away. Man, broken hearts again. That there was my mom's wake-up call. She had to lose her companion, for her to just snap out of it. Somebody say, snap out of it. And she snapped out of it. She said, I'm done. I'm tired of going to funeral after funeral, cirrhosis, car crashes, all this death around me because of this. I'm tired of it. I'm going to raise you boys in the right way. I'm never touching another drop again. And she never did. She's still alive to this day. My mom, my hero. Give her a round of applause real quick. Awesome. Awesome woman. So anyways, I saw her example, I saw what she did. It kind of encouraged me to want to be like her. So I made those same decisions, I've been drug and alcohol free. And I tell the young people, that that's a good choice. You don't have to go down a bunch of detours that some people never come back from. You can skip that and just go straight to your goals. So I always share that message, with the young people. I'm not here to, judge anybody. I have respect. Everybody's journey. We're all on a journey together. Let's go together. No matter what your choices are, go for it. But I tell the young people, it's a good choice. Being drug and alcohol free. So go for it. Yeah. Fast forward, I start making music. This guy calls me up. He goes by the name of Taboo from a group called the Black Eyed Peas. Anybody heard of Black Eyed Peas? And Taboo calls me up. He said, let's make some music for Standing Rock over there in North Dakota. I said, let's do it. He said, can you rap in your language? I said, yeah. Give it a shot, And that was the verse that you just heard on that song. We put that together. We made a video for it. Last year, MTV nominated that video for MTV VMA Award. We got nominated for VMA. This is amazing. So we go to the VMAs in LA. Walked on the red carpet. It was blue, but we walked on it. Blue. We walked on that red carpet. Man. I wore these cuffs, that my wife made, wore my moccasins, wore my family's war bonnet. Took my people with me, the Solidarity people. Took all Native people with me. Took all Montana people with me. Anybody who ever had a dream, who might come from where I come from, a background that I had. And we walked on the red carpet. On this side of me, there was this girl named Cardi B. On this side of me, there was this guy named DJ Khaled, Another one. We the best music, I could touch his little baby Assad, he was just right there. And then this little short guy walks right in front of me. I was taller than him. His name was Kendrick Lamar. Hey, I said, what's up, Kendrick? I'm taller than you, and I'm the shortest crow. All these people were there. Katy Perry, Logic, John Legend, just everybody. Migos, they were all there. And then we were there, some Montana natives, representing something powerful like that water is life, the fight against the pipeline that was created by the young people over there. Somebody say water is life. Water is life. So, at the end of the night, they said, we're going to give this award to all the artists. And we won the MTV VMA Award. Clap that, man. I don't know why I didn't bring it. Should have brought it. So what am I saying? No matter where you come from, what you've been through in life, you can do amazing things. No matter how old, how young you are, you got a dream? Go for it, man. Look at your neighbor and say, go for it. Go for it. That's what it's all about, man. Somebody say respect. Honor. Kindness. Love. Right about this time, ladies and gentlemen, I need 7 volunteers. 7 volunteers. Can we get 7 volunteers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, come on up, 8. Oh yeah, either way, yeah, you come on this side, yeah. Come on this side, you can go right here and go around. Come on up, folks. Let's give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Hey! I like these guys. Come on, stand on this side of me. Stand on this side of me, yeah. Stand on this side of me. I like these guys, man. Because they don't have a clue of what I'm going to make them do. But they said yes to life, you know? Some of you are asked for a volunteer. Oh, no, wait, not me. No. I might get embarrassed. You know, my eyebrows ain't on fleek right now. Hey. Or whatever it was, fear came in, stopped you from an opportunity. These guys, they don't got that. They're like, yo, let's go. Let's travel. Let's meet people. Life is short. Somebody say life is short. Life is short. Be like these guys, all right? So you guys are going to help me make a beat, all right? Can any of you beatbox by chance? No. Come over here. That was fast. I can't. Give us a little sample. We got a beatboxer in the building. And this is what we're going to do. I'm going to do the drums. I'm going to loop it. Then I'm going to count you guys in individually, okay? We're going to start with you, okay? We're going to start with you, and then we're going to come to you, okay? The sound I want you to make is real easy. It's the sound of humming. You know, whatever melody you got. Then you're going to make whatever sound that you want, okay? Yeah. Whatever you got. And you're going to go like this. La, 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 la. Match her, okay? And can you whistle? Okay, you do some percussion. And you're going to go. And you are going to make your favorite animal sound, okay? All right. And you are going to say something positive to the people, all right? Something positive like, love one another, be kind, give the natives their land back. Some positive. And you're the last one, all right? You're the last one. You're going to do the bass line. You know what the bass line is? Oh, she's got the moves already, all right. Let's give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I'll go 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, come on over. Yeah. Hey, yo, 1, 2, ready, go. Everybody hum along. Louder. One more time. Yeah. Give her a round of applause. Are you ready? Come on, 1, 2, ready, go. That was the best one. One more time. Hey! Here we go now. La 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 la. Hey yo, 1, 2, ready, go. Hey yo, 1, 2, ready, go. Check it out. Give a round of applause. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Here we go now. 1, 2, ready, go. Come on. Never clap your hands. Come on, clap your hands. 1, 2, ready. That's cows. Hey, give a round of applause. Yeah, come on over. Now positive. 1, 2, ready, go.
Guess what, Nate? Where comes back
come on, come on. Baseline, come on. Somebody make some noise. Somebody make some noise. She's got the bass. I don't want to know what she eats for breakfast, but she got the bass. Give her a round of applause. That's right, yeah. Everybody hum along, hum along. One more time, here we go, everybody hum. Keep going. Real loud, one more time. Last time. Give these guys a round of applause.